What's happening? It's your boy 911 and you're tuned in to AVG Podcast. As always, man, you know how we do it. Let's get to it. So today, I'm honored to have a very special guest. Y'all know I like to, I like to get my guest credentials. So we have former professional basketball player. We have health and fitness trainer. We have brand creator and founder of the Empower Your Beast brand, sports apparel. And now, newly added to the resume, we have football trainer, ladies football team trainer. So as you can see, it's an extensive resume. So we got a lot to get into with this. So being that and then class of 97 too. Shout out class of 97, One Horse Pride. But shout out, what's up, Milshika? Welcome
what's
to the show.
Going on? How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. Honored to be here as well.
Man, first off, like I just ran down your list of things that you do, so I know you're a very busy woman, so I do thank you for taking the time to sit down and talk to your old classmate.
Of course.
I really appreciate that.
Of course.
Now, so I'm gonna go with kind of the newest, the freshest thing, because I know you kind of talked about that and you were kind of doing the football thing, since that's what's fresh right now. How did that come about? Because I ain't see that's one I didn't see coming, the football mission.
I didn't either.
Okay, I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either. So I had Ayana Slaughter reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in doing the strength and conditioning. That went right over my head. I did not see that coming at all, but I jumped on it and I was like, okay, this is my background. This is what I'm doing. Why not? There was 3 other people that reached out to me from the organization, and we made it official. They gave me a little tryout to see if I knew what I was talking about, and they loved what I brought to the team, and they kept me around.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So did you have any love for the game, or was this something that when they just presented the opportunity, you was like, you know what, I'm an athlete, this is something new? Was it one of them type things, or did you really kind of look at football and be like, that's something I could do?
No, it was one of those type things. Football for me is watching it, watching it on TV, and then it's professional. And so being that was brought to me, I was like, okay, this is different. It's women's football. Why not? Let me see what this is about. Gotcha. And dude, they hit. Yeah. They hit. So this is full contact tackle, This is right? Full contact tackle. The helmet weighs 20 pounds by itself. Aw. It's very exciting. Very exciting. We're 3-1 right now. We're off this weekend, and our last home game is June 19th. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Okay, so now that we kind of covered that, let's get to more of your wheelhouse. Okay. So like as I stated, you're a former professional basketball player. So where did the love for basketball come from? Was that something that you had early on, or was that something like as you kind of went on through the years and was like, hold up, man, I think I'm a little taller than everybody. I might can make this thing work?
Well, basketball for me started late. Normally you start, really young, you start learning. I didn't start playing until junior high. And matter of fact, when I tried out, it was Tioga Junior High, and I had no clue about trying out. I had a dress on that day at school and some sandals. And the coach, Lori Friday, got me to try out. Gotcha. Oh, man, I think I made the team because of my height. Yeah. And so I picked up the game, picked it up from there, and it stuck with me. My mom wanted me to play basketball. Gotcha. My father wanted me to be a model. Dang. But being that when I'm with my mom won.
I see. And it looks like it was the right choice.
Yep.
So, like they always say, mothers knows best.
Yeah.
So did you see basketball being, like you said, you kind of took it up as just a challenge thing at first, or a hobby? Did you see it taking you to the heights that it took you, and from the point that you went on to high schools? I know some of that background because I was around, for that stage of your career before we kind of split ways, college, doing your thing. But did you think it'll take you to the levels that it took you?
Of course not. Basketball, of course, starting off is something to do, something to get by, something so you're not getting in trouble. Your after school activities or whatever. And as I learned and progressed and got better at it, of course, why not let this get me through college? So stuck with it, learned the game. And I was able to go to college with it, and then after that was able to travel overseas and play, which was pretty amazing.
I'm glad you brought up the overseas part, because that was the part. Just looking, and like I said, we kind of split ways as you leave high school, but you always hear about certain people in the class that just are standouts, and you just kind of okay, that's what's going on. I always was curious, because I know for me, from the military aspect, it was like a culture shock going to the military, because you know here's kind of still segregated in our town.
Right.
We're from Alexandria, Louisiana, by the way. But how was that culture shock going from like different countries that you don't speak the native tongue? Like, how was that? Does the team kind of give you interpreters, or how does that, you know, how do you navigate through that?
So it's very different. You have to have thick skin to be able to leave your family and leave the country. My first country was Poland. Wow. And I said if I could play there, I could play anywhere. Poland, their second language is not English. You do have to have a translator on the team. It's tough. It's just like the movie Love and Basketball, just like it. Gotcha. You have to have them with you going through town, you know, to do everything. Poland was my first country. I did well there. Then I went to Greece, Spain, Lebanon. I played a tournament in Dubai and Turkey.
Wow, so you truly globe trotting for real.
Yep, came home. I finished in Spain. Came home in 07, and then that's when I had another car accident that pretty much ended my career. Drunk driver, ran the light, took me out, and so I think I could have continued, but if I would have just running up and down the court, my knees would swell. Gotcha. So I pretty much had to give it up at that point. So,
like you said, that was like a rig, but didn't at one point you had another like injury or something before? Yeah.
So yes, that one was Louisiana Tech. That's that was college. 1998 is when that one happened, and unfortunately, that deterred me from going. I hate to put it like that, but it was like I took the scenic route versus going WNBA route. I went the scenic route and played overseas. Nothing against that. It still gave me the opportunity to travel. But yeah, that one was pretty bad. I had to learn to walk all over again with that one. My pelvic bone broke in 8 different places. Was told I could not bear children. So it's been a long road. Was told I would never walk. You know, and so here it is. I was able to recover from all of that, and then got the opportunity to go overseas. So wow. Yes.
And that's major, because right now, you know, we have a lot going on, as you see with what's her name, Naomi Osaka.
Yes.
With the tennis player, with the mental health like that. So when you go through catastrophic injuries like that, and hers is nothing in, you know, relation to an injury or anything, it's just the mental aspect is what I'm talking about. Do you ever get in a place where you feel like, okay, am I doing enough? Will I get back? Like you said, you were given a diagnosis of you won't walk again. So do you feel like at some point it was defeating you, or did you at all times just stay positive and just keep pushing?
No, it did defeat me. It did defeat me. I was in a big depression state for a few years. It was pretty bad. Because it was taken from me. This wasn't by choice. Drunk driver decided to do something stupid, and so it was taken from me. So to recover from that, and knowing that that's how I made my living, you know. So now I have to come home and do the 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with that. But to go from doing something you love to something now you have to accept is very frustrating. But you recover. It took time. It took time. It took prayer. It took my parents, you know, being there, family and friends to support.